Race number 4, then the first leg of the triple trio. No jackpot, but still 2 million, an estimated return, so still plenty to play for. As a Class 4, 200 metres is the trip, headed by Cheer Win, who takes a drop back into Class 4 company, as does Sharp Hunter. Hero Look, barrier 1 for him. He rolled forward last start. Travel Successor, first up since July. Bond Elegance has speed as well from barrier 2. King's Ferry was last on debut. That was over course and distance, and all the way down to Bingo, who's been runner-up on his last 2 starts. Again, likes to roll forward. He's come up with barrier 8, John.
Yeah, he rolled forward last time. He got a bit more weight to carry on this occasion, Bingo, but he should still be there or thereabouts in the early stages. Happy Baobei went forward last time, dropped into Class 4 for the first time in his career last time out. Hero Look should get a lovely run up the inside rail. Gracie Dad, he'll not be too far away either, so it should be a reasonably well-run race.
Cheer Win had throat surgery in the off-season, and his work's been really good since. He comes back now down to Class 4. He's been placed in Class 3 before. He's got barrier 11, that's the only question mark, but he can get back and run on. He has run very well at Happy Valley before. Sharp Hunter's going nicely. Yeah, that's him down the back straight. Here's another downgrader. So there's 2 horses, both these 2 horses are both coming into Class 4 for the first time. After racing up in Class 3. He is getting on a bit in age, but you can see he's moving okay. And Bingo, now, he's put on 33 pounds, this one. We saw Idyllic Winds put on 53, but he's put on 33. Joe Moreira's aboard, likely to go forward. He looks okay for 33. I wouldn't... it doesn't look like he's... You know, it doesn't show as much.
Yeah, well, he's 280 favourites at the moment, early stages. We're going to start with Cheer Win. We just saw him in track work there. This is him 5th last time out on the all-weather. Good race, this one as well, because Alma Baby's the winner.
Yeah, he's only been on this. We had 2 starts on the all-weather, and this was the second one. He's been running well. I think he's a better turf horse. Now, here's won his race down at Sha Tin before. He's had 5 placings, 3 of them being at Happy Valley. And I just really like the way he hit the line here really strongly, and this is a lot stronger race. So even though he's drawn wide, I think he's going to be right in the finish here.
Yeah, I wouldn't put you off him. I think I've managed to... I haven't quite put him in, but I think he wasn't too far away.
Yeah, it was the draw that had me scratching my head, but certainly has the ability. Hero Look, speaking of ability, has shown plenty in the past. Let's learn more about him with jockey Douglas White.
Douglas, Hero Look, that was his first run for a while. What were your thoughts on it?
I think he raced slightly fresh. But if you look at his form, his first runs have always seemed to have been his best. Hence the reason we've spaced his run out for his next run, which is tomorrow night. And he's got a good barrier. It is slightly on the short side, but the horse himself seems to be in reasonable form.
You rode him in a derby, and early on in his time here in Hong Kong, he looked like he had promised, but he's now in Class 4. Is this a level where he can win it?
I'm hoping so. He's definitely come down a long way in the ratings, and he's produced some really top-notch runs in the past. So let's hope that with Gate 1 and the benefit of Class 4 now, that a few things fall into place.
Have there been any reasons why he hasn't reached that promise that he showed?
He's got a few leg issues and obviously injuries, and I think with the hard tracks and the way, you know, he is quite forward-going in the mornings, and he doesn't benefit himself really. So I think there's been a lot of problems moving forward, and fortunately his action's good now, and let's hope that he's in the right grade.
That was Bingo's just in front of him, that replay that we saw, and he's £10 better off with Bingo on that meeting.
He'll get a good run. He's got barrier 1. What concerns me, though, is, you know, he's a horse that did come on a high rating, and he's had 23 starts. He's yet to win, so...
He's a bit of a head-scratcher in the sense that he's bred to want a lot further than this, but he seems to be not thriving, but going reasonably well at sprint trips at the moment. And yeah, from Gate 1, on the evidence of what we saw there, he's a place chance.
Yeah. He did touch the fact that it might be a little bit on the short side for him there, Douglas, but we will see. Question mark for me. Travel Successors, the next one we're going to have a look up. Now, he's first up since July, but trial coming in here, I thought he actually looked quite good.
Yeah. I think obviously that's for me a bit of a problem, the fact he hasn't been on the track since July, but it wasn't a bad trial. But his first up record's a little bit dodgy. It was a decent trial certainly from an aesthetic perspective, but I think I'd be wanting to have a little look at him first from Gate 7 as well.
Yeah, 18 start made, and I'll watch him go around in this. So.
All right, so here's another. You've drawn a line through. Who haven't you, though? Who's in?
Well, I'm going to put Cheer Win on because he's coming back to the turf, and I think he's a better horse in the turf than the all-weather. And he ran really 2 really good all-weather races. Now, my long shot in this is number 7, Honest Horse. He's had 3 trials coming into this. He's had a pelvic fracture, similar to what Mr. Genuine did, and he came back and ran really well. He's won off a rating of 52 fresh. He hasn't been on the course for about a year. He's got barrier number 4, and his last trial I thought at Happy Valley was a really good trial. So I'm going to put him in as a long shot. I like him each way. Bingo be from the front, and Hero Looks should get the best run. So 1, 7, 12 and 4, but I like the each way price about the 7.
OK, actually my long shot's going to run in this race as well. I've got him on top, Happy Baobei. First run in Class 4 last time. Wasn't brilliant, but it wasn't particularly terrible either. I think he's got the gate speed, even from gate 10, to get across into a decent position here. It's not a desperately strong race, and I think down at this level, I think he's still got some ability. I think he's certainly in each way. Bet currently $4.40 on a place line. That's pretty good. Hero Look in for second. Bond Elegance has had 1 or 2 veterinary problems of late. Blood in the trachea, cut legs, all sorts of things. But from a good draw, back at Happy Valley where he goes pretty solidly, I think he'll go well. And Bingo right down at the bottom. Joe Moreira aboard. Doesn't have as light a weight as he had last time out. And I've been a little bit suspect about this fella's form in the past, but he seems to be warming to the task now, so he gets in as well. But I think Happy Baobei is reasonably good value in an open-looking race.
All right, 2 long shots going around there in the 4th. I think they've got the favourite Bingo to beat. First leg of the TT.